Where does time go? I decided to pull this out this weekend and see if I get this separated from the engine, the generator from the engine, that is. And then I realized I didn't do a Project Tuesday last week. I have no idea why not. I was just busy and never even crossed my mind, I guess. I don't know. No excuses for it. That's how life goes, right? Wake up one day and it's been a week. Wake up the next day and it's been 2 weeks. Alright, anyway, I'm going to figure out some kind of plan of attack on this. I said this in my intro. I'll say it again, but I did start tearing this apart, obviously, as you can see. And just by putting pry bars down in here between the housing and the engine, I couldn't get it to pop apart. I didn't have a lot of time when I was messing with this, so I just gave up on it, put it in the shed, and figured I'd take it apart another day. And, well, now it's another day. Like, I don't know, 4 years later. Oh, it's been forever. That fan was actually complete when I got the thing, and I kicked it out of my shed that I had stored in, like, oh, heck, it's probably been 2 years now already that's been sitting outside. I don't know how long it is. Time flies, like I just said earlier. And so that fan is completely disintegrated from the sun now. So I'll have to figure out something on that, because I imagine it'll need some good airflow through there to keep the generator cool. Alright, so I think I'm going to start by tearing apart this engine and just try taking that crank out of there as much as possible. I'm willing to break any of this engine if necessary because it's completely useless. The engine ran out of oil. One of those deals where you check the engine oil, it's fine. The generator ran for a couple hours and it ran out of oil in that time. And the connecting rod shattered, I think. I don't know, it's been a while since I looked in there, but things came apart. That's all you need to know. I mean, engines don't run when they run out of oil. Okay, enough blabbering. Jeepers. I'm just going to start tearing things apart. Alright. So, a couple decades ago, I made this little puller for flywheels. Ow! And it doesn't fit. Crap. Alright. Change things around here. That bolt is bent. Do you see that? You can see that from that camera angle or not? Wowzers. Holy cow. Alright, that looks in line. Trying to see if this shaft is in line with that there. Wow, that bolt is terrible. I don't know if that's going to work or not for me. Oh, I grabbed the wrong dang wrench. Well. Nope. There we go. Alright. Jeepers. Oh, crap. Did it now, didn't I? Try it over there, see if the bend goes that way if it helps any. This might be fun to get off of here. Ah! Alright. Get my tappity and cheat a little bit. Ta-da! Alright. That was a lot of messing around with stuff just to hit it a couple times. Okay. Why am I doing this on the floor? I need this up on the table. I don't know why I set it down here. Jeepers. Alright, let's get this up on the table so I can continue on. The downside to using my iPhone to record movies is I can't really touch my phone with my dirty hands. Okay, we got the flywheel off of there. And now I'm going to just split the engine here and see if I can pull off this part of the engine. I'm trying to remember how this thing is put together. It's been a while since I've been into this brand of engine. I can't remember like where the governor sits and all of that. So I think I can pull it off this way. But like I said, I don't remember. So I'm going to take these bolts out here that are all the way around. While I was turning wrenches here, I thought I'd better explain that I did take this out, these bolts here, and try to pull this housing off of here. And I can't get that apart either. So that's why I'm trying to take this engine apart to get it off this way now. I'm pretty sure the proper way to take it apart is to go that way with it, because the generator bolts into this housing here, so I assume you separate it there and then get into those bolts. But I also assume that the generator comes off the shaft normally when you do it that way. Lots of water coming out. It's like we had rain recently or something. Finally. Dude. More oil in there than I thought. There's more oil in there than I thought. Jeepers. Well, I guess it technically didn't completely run out of oil. Woohoo! There's a connecting rod. Oh, wow. Broke the camshaft too. Now I probably want to came apart because the brake is right there in line with where the connecting rod would be. Well, that's a nice mess. Anybody want a slightly used crankshaft? I'm going to look this thing over and see if I can figure out what the heck to do now. Take this fan off of here. I don't have the right wrench, do I? Try this crick size. Yeah. There we go. Take that off of there. Did that go all the way through? I don't know if it did or not. Man, you got a lot of water coming out of there. Sheesh. I did go look online when I went down to eat supper just now, and I could not find any instructions for disassembling this thing. I can't believe it. I must not be searching the right words or something. I don't know. Okay. Forgot to turn the camera on. I took the little retainers off for the brushes in here. And I'm just going to try pulling this thing apart up here at this housing. And take this. Yep. Anyway, I'll try splitting it up here at this housing. feel like an idiot. Ha! Ah. The fan bolt holds it all together. That tapered shaft goes clear up in there. Okay, it's apart. Ha! Oh my. Oh me, oh my. See, in my head, I thought it was something just like this. But the way I was looking in there, I thought this shoulder here, on this part of the shaft, was where it slid apart. I didn't realize this crankshaft was that long. Alright, well I got it. Yay! And there was much rejoicing. I'm going to take these screws out real quick. And the generator will be apart. And that'll be all the time I have for today. And then I think next week, haha, as we've learned so far, I don't know what I'm doing next week, but since it's a machining job, it'd be kind of fun to go ahead and make this shaft next week and get this generator on its own bearing, ready to go for this project. So I'm assuming that's what I'm going to do next week. Don't hold me to it. Alright, so I'm going to pop these out real quick. Ooh, really? Ooh, dang. Oh, it's stuck in there. Woo! Well, hello. That one's clear full of junk too up there. Well, dang. Try it by hand. That little gun's not all that powerful. Oh, jeez. Yeah, them are on there. Can't hold that correctly. Twist on me. Ah, dang it. Oh! My word, them are in there. Oh, I hope it didn't break the camshaft. Nah. Alright. I'm going to try overpowering the Allen socket there. Dang it. Come on, stay in there. Oh, why are you not staying in there? That is weird. See, that one's loose, so I gotta go back to this one. So this one has dirt in it. Ah, it turned. Nope, the end of that thing is pretty darn bad. Crap. Yep, it stripped it. Son of a diddly. She ain't gonna chooch. Sorry. I think I've been watching too much Arduino versus Evil lately. Boy, it is all sorts of cluster who's it in there. Hey! Crankshaft's out. This little tool has probably saved my bacon. I don't know. Too many times to count, I guess. The way it works is when you pound on it up here, it pushes in and turns slightly. Pretty slick. think it's going the right way. Ah, crap. Nope. Really? Touch the ground correctly. Yeah. There we go. Easy peasy. There we go. Okay. And then we can put that back on there. Nope, my nose holds up. There we go. And figure out some kind of place to hold a bearing. Build myself a shaft. As far as that goes, give me your advice. Since this whole unit is going to be set up vertically, should I put a taper roller bearing in there, or should I just go with a ball bearing? I really don't know. Really appreciate y'all's feedback on last video. That was great. Lots of good feedback on that. So hopefully we'll see you next week, and hopefully I'll remember to make an episode for next week and not let 2 more weeks fly by. Man, I really can't believe I did that. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching. And if only the moonrise would show up in the camera. That was gorgeous.